Hello, my name is Jay Figgy, and welcome to my channel. This will be my first YouTube exclusive video that's going to go up pretty soon. So today, what I'm doing, I am making a tier list. And I'm sure everybody here knows what a tier list is, but for those of you who don't know and somehow you live under a rock, a tier list is basically you're ranking stuff that you like and stuff that you don't like, or just random subject in general. In this case, we're doing Monster Hunter. Real quick before I go into the tiers, I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. So, for context, so I'm not just some random guy, I'm like, oh, this monster looks cool, I'm going to put him up here. I've been playing Monster Hunter for a very long time. I started with 3 Ultimate and Freedom Unite about the same time. Kind of got the best of both worlds type of feel with the game. Both of them. 3 Ultimate, I liked more because it was newer. I was like, oh man, look at them graphics. And so I played them a lot more. So, yeah. And then after I finished 3, I was like, you know what? I'm going to give Freedom Unite a try. And oh my god, I got my ass wrecked playing Freedom Unite. It was a harder game, but in the end, I actually completed it. I fought every single monster in the game, and that was my goal. It was a lot. But yeah. So I've been playing Monster Hunter for a long time, and I fought basically almost everything on here, but just in case there's a monster on here that I've never fought, I made a tier for that. So let's go to the tiers real quick. Subway gift card tier list. I love Subway. Nobody really knows that. Of course, my YouTube and Twitch don't know, but yeah, Subway is my absolute favorite place to eat. So Subway gift card tier is my S tier. McDonald's French fries. I like McDonald's. They're pretty good, but their I get nothing but their French fries the majority of the time that I eat there, and that's pretty rare. But anytime that I do, I love their French fries. It's like every bite's like a bite of heaven. But anyways, we got the interesting tier. That means the monster's pretty cool. Not great, but not awful, but it's in the middle. Meh means like, it's an okay monster. Not the worst of the worst, but we got a tier for that, and that's the Donkey Doo-Doo Plesioth. Yeah, we're looking at you, Plesioth. And to start this off, we're going to take Plesioth and put him in the spot where he deserves to go. Along with Green. Don't worry, Green, we didn't forget about you. You're going in the Donkey Doo-Doo tier. So yeah, this tier right here. I know I just kind of started, but this is what it is. So all the monsters in here, they're in alphabetical order, along with their subspecies right next to them, and deviants, if they have one. So, so I want to go into random order, because I don't want to do it alphabetical, because I feel like that'd be kind of boring. Okay. We're starting off. We're going to go with, let's go with the Crimson Shin himself, the meme lord, the one and only Dodogama. He's going to the McDonald's French fry tier, mainly because he's just a walking meme. He's our Lord and Savior, Dodogama. But he's not quite up there in the Subway gift card tier. But I love Dodogama. He's a cool he's a very cool monster, even though he's weak as shit. Okay. Next, we're gonna go with Mr. Iconic himself, our icon, Rathalos. He is a staple of the series. And he's in every single Monster Hunter game. Let's go with... yeah, we gotta do a subspecies up next, and deviants. So, Mr. Azor Rathalose, I think he's a step down compared to regular Rathalos, in my opinion. So yeah. Nothing really changes, except that he has a couple new attacks, and he's blue. That's about it. Dread King Rathalos. I'm not the biggest fan of him. I feel like it's a mediocre attempt to reskin regular Rathalos, but make him breathe fire a lot more and stay in the air. So he's going in the meh tier. Silver Rathalos. I don't like him. I really don't. I used to like him a whole lot more back in Generations and Generations Ultimate when I fought him there. But in World, I really don't like him. Super annoying to fight against, especially in the Elder's Recess. in that one fight with him and Gold Wrathion. Not fun at all. And I'm gonna go ahead and put the Gold Wrathion with him down there. But I think I'll move her up a little bit because I like the color gold. Or it's not really a color, it's more of a metal. But yeah, I like Gold Wrathion better. Let's see. Now that we're doing Wrathion, we'll go back to her, and I lost it. Wrathion's gonna go in McDonald's French Fry tier because she is also iconic along with Rathalos. And a staple of the series. Now this one is Dread Queen Wrathion. Going in the interesting tier. Poison mechanic, pretty cool. Kind of annoying sometimes, but you gotta have that antidote ready at all times in this fight. But pretty cool fight. I like it. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna move her about the same because it's cool. Oh, and while I'm at it, I'm gonna move Azor down a little bit, but I like Dread King a little bit better than Azor. Oh, and also, if I didn't mention before, if I put a monster, two different monsters in the order, for example, Azor above Gold doesn't mean I like Azor Rathalose better than I like Gold Wrathion, but the subspecies and compared to the regular species, that's different. So I like Dread King more than I like Azor. Okay, Pink Wrathion. Pink Wrathion, it's meh. I like it a little bit better than Gold, to be honest. I don't know. I just don't like the sideways tail swipe. The first time I've fought this thing, it really threw me for a loop. I was like, oh man, it can go sideways. I was thinking like, oh, according to my calculations, it's gonna swipe to the left. It always goes to the right, folks. I think, right? Yeah. Anyways, super annoying. I didn't like it too much. Let's move on to our first Subway gift card tier. T-Grex, T-Grex, whatever you want to call him. It's the man, the myth, the legend. He's going in S tier. I absolutely love the fight. He's just so aggressive. And he looks like a T-Rex with his head and everything. And like a tiger and a dragon type of wyvern thing. Yeah, alright, moving on. Brute, T-Grex, T-Grex, whatever you want to call it. Like I said, he's going to go in the McDonald's French Fry tier. He's a cool subspecies. I like his roar and stuff. His roar does damage to you, hurts your ears, makes you go deaf. I love it. Okay, yeah, Grimclaw. It's going in the meh for me because I feel like it's a major step down from these two. He's got blue stuff on him and he hits a bit harder. And yeah. Now, Molten T-Grex, love it. Absolutely love it. That is how you do a subspecies. And I would put him above normal. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'll do that. I love Molten T-Grex. So fun. It's such a fun fight. The blast stuff that he did, the 4 ultimate fight, so fun. Let's go with Sergios. He's going in the McDonald's French Fry tier. Mainly because he's a freaking bladed dragon wyvern thing with scales that are steel. Like, it's so cool. His weapons also bring him up quite a bit because, if you didn't know, his weapons, whenever you roll, you increase the sharpness of them. And I don't know what they do for gunner weapons because I never really was a gunner back in 4 Ultimate compared to World like I am now. But I love Sergios. Let's see. I don't want to keep doing flagship, so we're just going to mix it up a little bit. Cora Pekko, I love this thing. It's pretty interesting. This is the only monster that I know that can give itself a buff, and it can summon other monsters with its roar. So it's kind of like, I know Wrathion and Rathalos have this mechanic where they can call one another, but Cora Pekko is really cool. And Crimson Cora Pekko, I like it a little bit more than I like regular just because he can call a Devil Joe, which is absolutely hilarious to me. The first time I thought, I'm like, oh, there's not much difference. And then I heard him do the call, because normally he calls something like a normal monster, but then you hear whatever Devil Joe's roar is. I'm not even going to try to replicate it because it's going to sound like a muffled mess. But yeah, whenever he does the call, I was like, what the hell is that? And I look over, I see Devil Joe. Man, I shit my pants first time I fought this thing. It was hilarious. Unique experience back in 3. Okay, so let's go with Monoblos. Monoblos, he's gonna go in the McDonald's French fry tier. I like him because he's like, I mean, he's basically a carbon copy of Diablos, or Diablos is a carbon copy of him, but I like him a little bit more than Diablos. White Monoblos. I feel like he's just a reskin of regular Monoblos, so he's going to go in the interesting tier. Still cool, though. Tetsukabra. I love this thing. Going in McDonald's French fry tier. It's such a fun fight. Really good introductory fight in Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. I love his armor and everything. It's super cool. Speaking of armor, I like Berserk Tetsukabra just a little bit better than the regular one, mainly because of my memories with 4 Ultimate. I made his G rank armor, and that helped me a lot at like beginning of G rank and the transition between high rank to G rank. So it was very fun. Drill Test Tetsukabra, I feel like it's a step down. I'm gonna be honest with you, Chief. It's a little bit of a step down. But I mean, he's got bigger tusks. He can summon huge, or not summon, just dig up huge boulders and just throw them at you. So it's like, yeah. And his armor set's not that great either. But I don't want to make this like, oh, armor set tier list, because that's gonna take forever. Diamo Hermitar, interesting fight. He's a crab with the shell on the back. Got a Bonoblo shell, pretty cool. Plum Diamo Hermitar. I don't really remember much. All I know is that he was purple. Of course, you can see by this picture. So yeah, I'm gonna put him here. Where is... I think this is Stonefist Diamo Hermitar. I like him a little bit better than regular, not gonna lie. Very cool fight. I like his huge claw. I like eating crabs, and I'm just like, ooh, wow, that looks like a huge-ass crab leg. So I was like, you know what? I like him a bit more, yeah. Speaking of crabs, let's go with Shogun Ceanataur. Shogun Ceanataur, I think he's a bit cooler than... Well, I think I like him more than Hermitar, the Hermitar line. I think he's just better, but like I said, I'm not gonna order this because that would take forever. Where is... I believe this is Terra Ceanataur? Shogun Ceanataur? I don't think I've ever fought this thing before. I might have back in Freedom Unite, but it's been a minute, so I'm gonna put him in the never fought tier. You know what? Let me edit this real quick. Don't remember. Okay. Whoops. Okay. There we go. I think that was... Oh no, here's the... I forgot the name of the Deviant, but I like the Deviant more than I like regular Shogun Ceanataur. Because number one, he's got the Glavinous shell, and his weapons are super awesome, especially the longsword. The longsword's very good. I am not a longsword main, used to be, but like I said before, I kind of use everything now. It makes the game more interesting that way. Speaking of longsword, well, this is gonna be a long story, but Legiacris, or Legiacris, however you want to pronounce it. I love Legiacris. But wait, actually, you know what? I'm gonna bring him down here because there's a monster that I like. There's a version of the monster that I like a little bit better, and he is the flagship at Monster Hunter Tri. Very cool Leviathan Wyvern. I thought he was, or Leviathan, not a Leviathan Wyvern, but I wish they would bring him back to Rise, and I hope they do, because the newer players need to experience him. It's so fun. But if they bring him back, I 100%. Oh god, I lost him. Oh no. Oh, here we go. I want them to experience Ivory Legiacris because it's just a way better fight. And back in 3 Ultimate, you fought Legiacris, kind of a combination of land and sea. His land form was kind of a little bit sluggish, and I was like, this is kind of easy when he's on land. But when he's in the water, he's a bit harder. But Ivory just changed the game for me. Like, he was a breath of fresh air in 3 Ultimate, where nothing but a land fight, and his weak spot, instead of being his head, is actually his tail. And me being the longsword main at the time, a weeb, went for the tail, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is really effective, and that was so satisfying to me at the time. So that's why he's going here. Abyssal Lagiacrus. I like the regular version a little bit better. This is kind of hard to fight, not gonna lie, but there was a cheese spot you could do back in 3 Ultimate where you hid in like this weird corner and you fought him. But if you fought him normally, it was fun, but you could cheese him also if you wanted to. Let's see. Wow, we got a lot left. I'm gonna try to speed this up a little bit. Gammoth. Gammoth is cool. He's interesting. He's just a big, he's basically a Popodrome, but he's pretty cool. Elder Frost, I like a little bit more because he uses a lot more ice attacks, and some of his weapons are super nice. His lance is awesome. One of the best in the game in Generations Ultimate. Let's go with Nergigante. Nergigante is going in my Subway gift card tier. He's just iconic, and the nostalgia, man, it hits hard. I love Nergigante. Green Nergigante, back in 3. It's a pretty big step down in my opinion. He's just green, and this moveset's basically the same, from what I can remember. Now, Lucent Nergigante. Oh man, I love this thing. I really do. It's like what Nergigante was in the trailer, back in the old generations, where you couldn't see him, all you saw were his eyes. It's literally what Narg should have been. Lucent Nergigante can literally go invisible, and I am a sucker for monsters that can go invisible. Speaking of monsters that can go invisible, Nightcloak, I think is what its name is, Malfestio. But regular Malfestio, I think it's interesting. But Nightcloak, oh god, I lost it again. Oh no. Oh no. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. He's going in the also interesting tier, but I like him better than regular just because he can go invisible. And I was like, oh, that's freaking dope. Let's see. It's been a while since I fought him. Oh yeah, I missed an Nergigante. My bad. Silverwind. He's interesting. I like him better than Green because he can actually use ranged attacks. Unlike this guy right here who only freaking just turned green, like Shrek. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like Shrek, but I don't like Green Nergigante. No, thank you. Let's see. Let's go with a classic Yankutku going in the French fried tier, McDonald's French fried tier. It's a really good introductory monster, fun to fight, love it. Blue Yankutku. I think that's the correct, yeah. I like him about the same as regular Yankutku. I mean, there's not much of a difference, but it's still a fun monster to fight, regardless. Yangaruga, while we're going over the Yans. I like Yangaruga more than I like Yankutku. Well, actually, no. I like Yankutku more than I like Yangaruga. But this is a cool monster. He's really smart, to be honest, because he charges out of his roars and everything, and that's like freaking cool. Deadeye Yangaruga or the Deviant, not sure the Deviant. I think Deviant is Deadeye, but they're basically the same thing. He just has one eye and he's a bit more aggressive. So, but I like the regular Yangaruga more than I like him. Shin Gorin, it's a meh fight. I don't know. It's just a giant crab with crab legs and everything. He just crab rave as he walks menacingly towards you. So it's an okay fight. Not the biggest fan of him. Zora Magdaros. I'm not the biggest fan of the fight either. It's just another one of those. I mean, it's cool that you can get on his back and damage his cores, but I feel like you're not doing like actual damage to him, in my opinion. I don't think you actually kill him in World, even in Iceborne, the G rank fight. But correct me if I'm wrong. Let's see. Nibble Snarf. Nibble Snarf is interesting. It's a cool introductory monster to stuff that goes underground, like Monobolos and Diablos. He's got his weak spot is his uvula, which is like inside of his mouth, which, I mean, that's, yeah, self-explanatory. You see that, you're like, oh, that's got to be his weak spot. It's big and red. Gonna touch it. But, yeah, he's going in an interesting tier. Let's go with Tsitsi-Yaku. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's a meh fight. He freaking blinds you, flashes you with his little things on his head. I don't like the fight that much, to be honest. Nursilla, I freaking love this thing. It's Hymnoceron, I think is what they're called, but I love Nursilla. Is it subspecies on here? I'm not entirely sure. Oh yeah, Shrouded Nursilla. Shrouded Nursilla is about the same as regular. It's really cool. It's the only like insect-like monster that we have so far, and I'm excited for the new one that's coming out in Rise. Interesting I'm really curious to see what his moveset's going to be like and what he's all about. Let's go with Vulvodon. Vulvodon, he's interesting. He's the big red armadillo guy has a tongue that poisons you. Pretty cool. But Arzuros is going above him, in my opinion, because it's more of a fun fight. He's like a bear that just loves, like, honey and stuff. He reminds me of Winnie the Pooh. Red Helm, he's about the same. He just hits a little bit harder with his claw swipe. In fact, you know what? I would dare to say that I like Red Helm more than I like regular. Because his swipes, they hit a lot harder. You got to really think a little bit more, so you're not just like blindly attacking him and stuff. So pretty cool. Let's go with Amatsu. Amatsu, I really like it. The Generations Ultimate fight really improved on him, I think, compared to the older Portable Third. Let's see. Let's do another Elder Dragon. Ukanlos. I'd say he's interesting. I love his armor, especially in Generations Ultimate. It's a very cool fight. I love his shovel chin type of thing. I really, for some reason, I really like the arena that you fight him in. And while we're at it, we'll put a Cantor right next to him. Because, you know, the flying wyvern, which the wyvern who clearly has wings, you know? He definitely has wings. I promise you he does. He actually does, and don't listen to me. But yeah. They're both going in the interesting tier because they're kind of the same, in my opinion. Well, they're not really the same because he has like a roar attack that's super annoying to dodge. Vulvodon, I hate you. I hate this thing with a passion. It's just a simple fight where he charges you, turns around, takes forever to turn around. That's when you hit him, runs at you, you roll, rinse, repeat, the fight's over. Mr. Stinky Boo Boo Boy himself, it's meh. He's monkey ape thingy, and he's going in meh. His gimmick is that he farts, and yeah. Emerald Congalala, it's not an improvement. He's just green like Shrek, and he stinks probably more. Just a hunch. Let's see. Nergigante. I love this thing. It's probably up there on my favorite Elder Dragons, but in world, it probably one of the world's best new additions. I love Nergigante. Ruiner, I feel like he's the same as Nergigante, so I'm gonna put him in the McDonald's French fry tier, just because he's basically Nergigante. He just does his dive bomb a lot more, and his dive bomb's kind of annoying. But yeah, other than that, he's going in the McDonald's French fry tier. Goble, I'd say it's interesting. He's borderline meh. Mainly because the underwater combat in 3 Ultimate isn't that great, as you've probably heard a lot of people from the 3 Ultimate community talk about, or people that have played 3 Ultimate complain about underwater combat. Me personally, I didn't find it too much of a nuisance, but Goble was one of those that you were like, yeah, I'm gonna fight this thing once and never touch it again, except for like a part for a weapon or something. But yeah, he's going to interesting. He's an okay fight. Could be better. Let's go with... Alright, we're going to do a combo here. We're going to go with regular Celtas. Is going to go in interesting. It's a cool concept. He's a bug that just charges you and stuff and flies around. Pretty cool introductory monster. Another one of those insect monsters that are pretty rare. We need a lot more of those in Rise, I would say. Desert Celtas. He's going in the meh. I'm sorry, but you're just putting him in the desert. That's about it. And you change the way his horns look. That's about it. And Celtas. Regular Celtas, okay. Celtas Queen going McDonald's French fry tier. Just because that she could basically literally takes control of him and puts poor Celtas on her head and uses them in combat to like fly around and stuff. And they do like a cool like fusion type of thing, and I freaking love that. Or like a Transformers type of thing where they combine and stuff. Pretty cool. Or Power Rangers. Yeah, that's a good comparison. Who do we want to do next? Kultaroth. I don't like this thing. Mainly because of the siege fight. I do not like sieges in Monster Hunter World. That was a terrible idea in my opinion. The reward system was awful. I could go on about the siege system, but I just not the biggest fan of it. Is Safi Jiva even on this list? I don't think it is. No, it's not. Okay. But if I had to put Safi Jiva, I would put it in the meh, because I like Xenojiva. He's cool and all, but he would go in the meh tier. In the meantime, Xenojiva, yeah, we'll put you in meh as well. I like Xenojiva more than I like Safi Jiva, so that would go there. Let's see. Blanganga. I like this fight. It's cool, but it's not insanely great, so he's going to go here. Copper Blanganga. They're about the same. Actually, you know what? I think he's a little bit of a step down, because they just recolored him, and that's it. Ketchawacha. I would say he goes in the McDonald's French fry tier. Cool fight. I love the fact that he flies and he puts his ears turn into like a cool little mask, and I like his armor, especially the G rank version of it. Where's the other Ketchawacha? Ash Ketchawacha. It's basically the same thing in my opinion. I'm gonna put him in the interesting tier. Lunastra, meh. I don't like this thing. I never really have. I think older Lunastra in the older games is a bit better than World's rendition of Lunastra. And while we're at it, we'll put Teostra. I like Teostra. He's going to McDonald's French fry tier, and that is because he's a classic monster in my opinion. Cool Manticore type of chimera type of thing. I love that in monsters, like just incorporating mythological stuff in Monster Hunter. I love that. While we're at it, Kushala would be up here, but a world happened, so we're gonna put him. Actually, we're gonna put him in the meh tier because a world absolutely ruined Kushala. So let me explain this real quick. So it used to be that Kushala would put up like an air wall on him, right? And whenever you inflict damage with poison, that would actually get rid of his wind cloak type of thing, and you could actually hit him. But World added this new mechanic called what was it? Elder Seal. Yeah, that's what it's called. But Elder Seal is the only way to get rid of his little wind thingy, and being a gunner against Kushala in World is a pain in the ass. Don't like it. Rusted Kushala, I'm gonna put him definitely up there with Teostra just because he's not in World and his fight is basically the same as normal Kushala back in the older games. I just hope they don't bring him back and ruin him like they did in regular. Basarios, meh, along with Ruby Basarios. It's just a baby Gravios. Gravios I like better. He's interesting, pretty cool. Oh, there he is, Black Ravios. I like him a lot better than regular Gravios because he's much bigger and it's more of a lava-based monster or volcanic monster. let's go with Mr. Uncircumcised Penis Kezu. The best theme in the whole game, hands down. And no one can tell me otherwise. It's the same thing with Red Kezu. It's the same thing, but he's a Red Rocket wiener peener now. And they're both going to McDonald's French fry tier. Dire Morales. I absolutely love this thing. I would put it... I would say he's barely Subway gift card tier, but I love Dire Morales. Zora Magdaros tried to be Dire Morales, and it failed miserably, in my opinion. So, yeah, he's going in the McDonald's French fry tier. Yeah. Okay, so let's go with Puke. I think he's interesting. Pretty cool, along with Coral Puke. I like the fact that he's a chameleon. Chameleons are probably one of my favorite animals. But yeah, cool fight. Atoll Ka, I think that's how you say it. I love this thing. This thing was so cool. Like the trailer for it with the anti-dragon weapon or whatever was so cool. I was like, oh man, it's gonna be a mechanical fight, but it turned out to be even better. It's the puppet master himself. And the weapons for Atoll Ka are so cool. And the armor set is awesome as well. Really unique skills in Generations Ultimate. So he's going in the Subway gift card. Oh, I forgot about Desert Celta Queen. It's basically the same fight, but in the desert. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna move it down to also with Desert Celtas because it's in the desert. That's about it. Velocidrome, one of the best introductory monsters and an icon. Out of the best, it's definitely the best out of all of the drones. Baroth. I like Baroth. Cool introductory monster in 3 Ultimate. Really, technically the monster that really got me into actually trying and fighting a monster instead of just hacking and slashing without dodging. So yeah, he's going there. Jade Baroth. I love Jade Baroth way more than I like regular Baroth. He's borderline Subway gift card tier. Let's see. Zinogre. You guys knew this was coming. Subway gift card tier. He's a freaking wolf, a badass wolf thing that can go Super Saiyan. Stygian is going up here as well. He's based with the dragon form of regular Zinogre. Thunderlord, I'm going to put him in McDonald's French fry tier, mainly because I feel like he's a step down from original Zinogre. His armor is not that great, to be honest. Let's see, we got a couple more left. This is going to be a long video. Ludrov. Interesting monster to fight. I like it. Cool fight. He can go underwater. Yeah. Purple Ludrov, not actually purple as you can see. I guess he's purple because of the poison, but even then, yeah, he's not purple. So he's going in interesting. A Cantor, interesting. There's a meme that me and my one of my friends made where we make fun of him. He goes ka 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 ka, and then he shoots out his beam. You know, I'm firing my laser, stuff like that. I love Ignitor. And Glacial, regular is a little bit better than Glacial in my opinion. Elatrion, I feel like I think World did him justice, except for the fact that the Eschaton Judgment stuff, I hate that. I hate that mechanic. Anjanath. Anjanath's pretty cool. He was an interesting monster to fight. Fulgur Anjanath, definitely going to McDonald's French fry tier. It's what regular Anjanath should have been. Astalos. Astalos is also going in the McDonald's French fry tier because he's a really cool insect-like dragon monster, or wyvern monster. And he's absolutely cool and badass. And Bolt Reaver, they're about the same in my opinion. Bolt Reaver is different though, which I will give them credit for. And he's the deviant form, not a subspecies. But Bolt Reaver's very cool. Like his head turns into like a thunder sword or lightning sword. Freaking cool. Kieran, meh. I'm not the biggest fan of Kieran. Never have been. World's rendition of Kieran is kind of bad. Not gonna lie, it's same thing with Orochi Kieran. Orochi Kieran was never in World, but I don't like to fight with Orochi either. Bonboro, I think I'm gonna put him in McDonald's French fried tier. He's a cool freaking moose type of thing, and I think a great idea for a ice area expansion in Iceborne. Barioth, pretty cool. I like him. I would put Frost Fang probably above regular. Sand Barioth, I like more than regular Barioth. Basil Geese, going in McDonald's French fry tier list. Another one of those apex predators that I freaking love. And Seething's going to go right behind him. I don't think he's going to go in the interesting. I think he's McDonald's French fry. Beatotus, meh. I'm not the biggest fan of Beatotus. Basically a carbon copy of Gyrototus. And speaking of Gyrototus, we're going to put him also in meh. Not the biggest fan of him. Bracky, definitely going Subway gift card tier list. I love Bracky. He introduced Slime. Slime was absolutely broken in 3 Ultimate, so the Bracky weapons were the most sought after weapons of that time. And the Kelby Bow. Don't even get me started on the Kelby Bow. It's an icon. He's an icon, and so is the Kelby Bow. Gormagala, also Subway gift card tier. The Frenzy Virus is such a cool mechanic, and you could either get a buff or a debuff based on if you did enough damage to the monster, which was an awesome idea by Capcom. Chaotic and the other... wait, Shagaru's on here, right? Yeah, Shagaru I think is a step down from regular, but Chaotic Gormagala would probably go right behind normal Gormagala. Great Macau. He's going to go in the meh tier. I mean, he's a okay introductory monster. Great Jaggi, I'll tell you what. This is going to shock a lot of people, but I love Great Jaggi. Probably the best introductory monster that you will ever fight. I guarantee it. Really, like, when I started getting into 3 Ultimate, I farmed the shit out of this man. I killed probably so many of these purple dinosaur thingies. Oh, man. Lost count after 100. Let's see. Gendrome. It's basically a Velocidrome that freaking paralyzes you. Gendrome. Yeah, I'm gonna put him in meh tier. I like him better than Gendrome though. Kuliyaku. He's gonna go in the meh tier as well. He's kind of annoying. I mean, with his rock that he picks up, but yeah, he's going there. Let's see. Toby Kadachi. We're gonna put you in the McDonald's French fry tier. He's a cool monster, I would say. Not as cool as Zenogre. He's basically the same. Well, when I think of Zenogre, I think he's the closest monster to what Zenogre is, and he's like a cool ferret squirrel type of thing, but he's alright. So he's gonna go in the McDonald's French fry tier. Lagambi. Interesting monster. I like the concept behind him. Very interesting. Where is Snow Baron Lagambi? I just saw him, I think. There he is. I think he's kind of the same as regular Lagambi, but I'm going to put him a little bit higher because, you know, I mean, he throws snowballs. That's about it, but I think that's cool. Falumu. He's going to go in the meh tier for me. In the same case with Nightshade. It's an okay monster. Not the biggest fan of it though. Fatalis, I'll put him in interesting just because he's the OG Black Dragon. Could be better, I feel like, and I feel like Crimson Fatalis improves on it, and that's why he's going to the McDonald's French fry tier. He's a bit harder than normal Fatalis in my opinion, but yeah, he's cool. And my favorite Elder Dragon of all time, where did you go? There he is, the man, the myth, the legend himself, White Fatalis. Has my favorite monster theme in the whole game. Give it a listen if you get the chance. I love this. I love this guy. Definitely my favorite Elder Dragon. Ceodeus, gonna go in the McDonald's French fried tier. We'll fight in 3 Ultimate. Goldbeard's a bit better because I love his armor set. These 2 armors, G-rank armors, are the coolest thing you will ever see in the Monster Hunter, I think. It's like an Egyptian type of theme. Galavinous. Glavinus, I would say goes in the McDonald's French fry tier. He's basically a Tyrannosaurus Rex that has a sword for a tail, and that's pretty cool. Acidic Galavinus, I feel like it's a step down. He's going to interesting, but I will say the fight's interesting because he can inflict like a defense down, and he attacks a little bit differently than regular Galavinus. Hellblade, he's going up there with Glavinus. I love the fight. He's basically, I think, my favorite deviant, I would say. Besides, wait, actually, yeah, I think he's my favorite deviant out of all of them. Cephadrome, that's all I'm saying. Chameleos, I love Chameleos. I love his theme. He's interesting. I think he's, Puke tried to copy his concept, I think. But I love him. I really do. I love his theme. I love the fact that he can take your items. Like, that's such a cool idea. I mean, kind of annoying, but cool. Jin Moran, he's going to go in McDonald's French fry tier. He's cool. Cool introductory monster in 4 Ultimate, but, yeah. Now, Jin Moran, this is what a siege monster should be. And every monster should live by Jin Moran. You're literally on a ship, and you can hop on his back, and you can mine stuff while you're attacking him. And even if you fall off, it's kind of funny, because like the ship sends you like these ropes that you have to get back on the ship, and then you have to go back and you have to jump on them, and then you can use the ballista to actually do damage against his tusks, and it's a fun fight. Hollowed is the same thing. I like Hollowed a bit better just because he has better armor than regular Jin Moran. And it's G rank, and it's cool. I like it. I just like it more. Rajang, he's an iconic monster. He's gonna go in McDonald's French fry tier. Kind of a hard monster to fight at first if you're new, but after a while he's fun. Dalamadur, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't the biggest fan of him, but he's going to interesting, and Shaw isn't that much different, so I'm gonna put him behind regular. Devil Joe, he's going McDonald's French fry. He's another apex predator like Basil and Rajang. He's an iconic monster to me. Savage Devil Joe I like a little bit better. Diablos is alright. He's yeah, he's alright. I'm gonna put him interesting. Black Diablos, about the same, but Bloodbath Diablos, I'm gonna have to put you in McDonald's French fry tier, because this is what Diablos should have been. Way more aggressive. It's got his own signature theme, which is awesome. Duramboros, interesting fight. I love his 360 tail attack. Duramboros, yeah, kind of the same thing, so I'm gonna put him in meh, because the only difference is that you fight him in a forest, you fight him in the desert. Giganox, yes, Giganox. I like Giganox. He's gonna go in McDonald's French fry tier. Basically the same thing as Kezu. I kind of like him a bit more than the Kezu line. Bayful Giganox, pretty cool, but I like the originals better. Gogmazios, cool fight. I like him. He's like an oiled tar type of monster. I think he's an Elder Dragon, but he's like the final boss, secret final boss. And cool fight. Great Baggy. I'm gonna put you in interesting. Actually, no, I'm gonna put you in McDonald's French fry. Cool ice version of Great Jaggi, but Great Jaggi reigns supreme. Great Gyros, paralyzed again. Great Jagras, pretty cool. Basic intro monster to fight in the world. Great Roggy. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the biggest fan. I don't know what it is about him. I just don't like the poison aspect of him. Gypsaros, I'm not a big fan of. Purple Gypsaros, same case, not the biggest fan of him. Iodrome, he's interesting. I think he's better than Great Roggy in my opinion. Lao Shenlong, I'm gonna put him in McDonald's French fry tier. His siege fight's pretty cool. definitely improved in Generations Ultimate, but older variations of him, it's a very boring fight. I hate to say it, but... And that's why I'm going to put Ash, I think it's Ash, Lao Shenlong. I'm going to put him in meh tier because it's only an older generation fight, and I don't like it. Lavasioth, I'm not going to lie, I don't like this thing. I really don't. I feel like the Generations Ultimate fight was fun, and the older games, I liked this fight way better than World. No, I don't like it. Legiana, I don't like it that much. It's okay. It was a cool fight in World, but Shrieking Legiana, yeah, you're going donkey doo. I hate this thing with a passion. Mizitsune, going McDonald's French fry. Soul Seer Mizitsune, cool concept. Uh-oh, where'd I put it? There it is. Cool concept. About the same as Mizitsune. Najarala, you're gonna go in the McDonald's French fry tier. I like Najarala. I like his scales. It uses like sound to trigger the scales. Pretty cool. Subspecies, not really much of a difference besides the fact that you fight him in the tundra area in Generations in 4. Narcarkos, I like this fight. He's a cool type of cuttlefish monster. I like the fight. And he inflicts like a blight. I think he's the only monster. Yeah, he's the only monster that does it. He has like this blight where if you roll in the bone pile, because you fight him on top of a whole bunch of bones. If you roll on top of one of the bones, you get like this circular bone ball. You turn into a ball full of bones. And in the G rank fight's really cool because he can actually use oh, well, cop outside. Hopefully they're not coming for me because I'm doing this because I put you down here. He basically uses the skulls of dead monsters to help him like attack and stuff, and it's really cool. Namiel, I really like this Elder Dragon. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put him in Subway gift card tier. He's a very unique monster. He does water and thunder or lightning, whatever you want to call that element. Really unique monster for World. Odogaron, or Odogaron, whatever you want to call him. I'd say he's interesting. Pretty cool. Ebony, it's about the same. I like the regular one a little bit more. Radobon, he's a sad imitation of Uragon, and Uragon's going to go in the interesting tier. Steel Uragon, I think it's a step down, in my opinion. Crystal Beard, the same. I like Steel a little bit better than the Crystal Beard. Shara, I'd say he's interesting. Borderline meh. Cool final boss for Iceborne. It's got a crazy looking face, but the first phase I think really kind of hurts him a little bit. I'd probably put him here if it weren't for his first phase. Oh, I forgot about Viper Toby Kadachi. Not sure where I put Toby Kadachi, so that's going to be a problem. But if I had to rank him, I would probably put him in the Donkey Doo-Doo tier, because I hate this fight. Val Hazak, I'd say he's interesting. I'm kind of mad that he replaced Chameleos in World. Let's see. What's his name? Black Veil, Val Hazak. I like regular more than I like Black Veil, because Black Veil's kind of annoying with this stuff, so I'm actually going to move him down to meh. Alright, 5 more monsters, guys. We got this. Valstrax. I love Valstrax. Definitely going to put him Subway gift card tier. He's literally a dragon that has jet engines on the back, and I love his music also. Velkhana, I'm going to put you in the McDonald's French fry tier. Velkhana's cool. Flagship monster of Iceborne. Interesting fight. Arc Tempered's a pain in the ass, but other than that, it's a fun fight. Yamasukami, he's meh. I fought him in Freedom Unite. It was not the best experience. And then we got our last 2 monsters, guys. We're almost done. So Zamtrios, I'm going to put him in McDonald's French fry tier because he's got like 3 forms. He's got the base form where he's just a shark. His second form where he gets armor, which is shown here. then his third form where he becomes like Cell from like Dragon Ball, where he gets all bloated up and stuff, and I think it's a funny fight. Tiger Stripe, he only has his base form and bloated form. You can see here that he's bloated, but I would probably put Tiger Stripe. Actually, I'm gonna put him up here. So yeah, that's my tier list. That took a long time, but if you stuck around, you guys are awesome, and thank you for watching. But yeah, if you guys want me to do more tier lists in the future, just leave me a comment and leave me a like. And if you like what you see, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also catch me on Twitch if you want to see me play Monster Hunter or any other game. But yeah, you can catch me at Twitch TV /JFiggyGaming, and I'm live basically every Saturday, 2:30 Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, thanks for watching. Here's the list if you want to take a look at it. Let me see if I can zoom out so you can kind of see. We don't want to see all these ads, but oh well. Yeah, so that's it. If you want to take a screenshot of that and judge me, go ahead and leave me a comment. So yeah, thanks for watching.